Welcome to my chambers. In the midst of all the public discourse about the realization that abortion doctors are letting babies born alive die in the operating room, and the dispute over who's going to blink first, President Trump or Speaker Pelosi, about building the wall at the southern border, and over the sex-infused and race-infused mess at the head of the government of Virginia, there's a very interesting story about First Amendment, about freedom of speech, that right now is a little below the radar, and it involves the president. If you worked in the Trump campaign, you signed an NDA, a non-disclosure agreement, in which you agreed that any secrets that you learned or information that you observed that was not public, you could not reveal. Well, a person who signed one of those agreements went to work in the White House and then left the White House and wrote a book which is harshly critical of the president and of his former colleagues in the West Wing. And the White House is now claiming that the agreement that he signed in the campaign prevents him from revealing what he saw in the West Wing. Question: can the government, can the President of the United States go into court and enforce a non-disclosure agreement, silence on one of his former aides? And the answer is no, because the First Amendment guarantees the freedom of speech. If you or I entered into a commercial transaction and we agreed not to reveal what we learned about each other, the courts would enforce that to private people. But if one of the people is the president or one of the entities is the government, it is restrained, it is regulated by the First Amendment, which guarantees the freedom of speech. How free? Well, when it's about the policy or the personnel of the government, according to the Supreme Court, it is absolutely free. It is open, wide, robust, caustic, in-your-face free speech. And it can't be suppressed, and it can't be threatened. Think about it. If presidents or anybody in the government could use the threat of litigation to silence or deter, or as legal scholars say, to chill speech, to make you afraid to say what you want to say, then he wouldn't be a president, he'd be a prince. Welcome to my chambers.
Fight the good fight.